So back in the theory stuff towards the start of the course, we said that constraints are split into two types, standard and custom. And while they're both useful, right, custom is where it's at in my opinion. So with that in mind, let's look at standard. Oh, right. Well, no sweat though, I really don't think there's much to this. Standard constraints, right, let you run containers on certain nodes in the cluster based on the output returned from the Docker info command. So let me go Docker, and let's point this over at node 1, and info. Okay, a ton of stuff, right, but you can only filter on, you know what? Yeah, I needn't have bothered pointing it at node 1. This is way better anyway, because this only shows the stuff that you can actually filter on. So see under labels here, for each node we can see that we can filter on execution driver, kernel version, OS and storage driver. Oh, and you know what? We can filter on the name of the node too. Now the thing is, right, my build scripts have built everything identical, but let's say you had a mix of, I don't know, kernel versions or even distros, yeah? And you know what? Pretty soon, and maybe even by the time you're watching the course, you'll be able to choose between Windows versions and Linux, and even BSDs maybe. But again, right, it's a case of passing the constraint to the Docker run command as an environment variable. So constraint, and then operating system, and let's say, look, I don't know, Windows Nano or whatever it turns out to be, yeah? But that's the gist. We pass the constraint in as an environment variable like this, and we can filter on the labels shown there. All good, yeah? But the really good stuff is next, adding our own custom labels.